Selman Ogut is a human rights researcher with the pro-government SETA Foundation. Thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Selman, so in the aftermath, it's like a crime scene, right? We try to figure out who done it, who had motive, why were they doing it? How strong is the government's case against Gulen?
Yeah, how strong is a serious attack? It was a serious attack against government, and it's a legitimate government, and we know the result of the snap elections, and AK Party has established the government, has set up the government with a majority of the people maybe are right now support AK Party, but when we take a look from results of the last elections, we see approximately half of the people voted for AK Party, and the situation is serious, and Gülen's situation is more serious than that, and I saw in the TV shows and programs that in the news we see that Kerry is just playing the three monkeys right now, and his statements are just dichotomic, are not consistent, because
isn't it fair that he says, okay, show me the evidence and we'll work with you?
Actually, you shouldn't, actually we are not obliged to prove that there is a coup, and we know that the people who get the orders from Pennsylvania are under the commandment of this terrorist organization, and the leader of this Gülenist terrorist organization is Fethullah Gülen itself. And we saw the police department, they took some proofs which shows that some of the soldiers who tried for the attempt of coup, they are carrying some prayers from Fethullah Gülen, for example, and we already know it. But the problem is, if you know, the United Nations Friendly Relations Declaration states that the members of the United Nations have to work in a collaborative way. So if Osama bin Laden would be here, you know, and Kerry or Obama always, for example, in that time would state, you have to extradite this man. So if Erdogan in that time, as a president and a member of Turkey, a member of United Nations, according to friendly relations, said there must be a collaborative way. If Erdogan would say in that time, yeah, okay, we can do it, or if he would play the three monkeys, just like the Kerry is doing right now. Okay. So is it fair?
Okay,
no, I don't think so.
So let me pose this to you another way. There's been 6,000 arrests, right? More than 3,000.
6,000?
Yeah, more than, so we have more than 3,000
approximately 2,500 right now, I think.
No, so we have more than 3,000 military officials, right?
Yeah,
and then we have 2,745 judges sacked and detained, right? So about 6,000.
Okay.
How have they managed to penetrate the state that deeply? Because this is a massive amount of very influential people.
Yeah, you're asking about the legitimate grant of it, right? So because
there's a lot of people that have been arrested, a lot of influential people. How have they managed to penetrate the state that deeply?
Yeah, you can say that there is a problem about the well-function of the government. It's another problem. We can see those kind of problems, for example, a kind of weakness in the intelligence service in France. We saw it, and maybe there are some detentions related to it. Numbers are not so important, I think, because we see that people in the street, they were killed and shot dead by some soldiers, and I can't say that they are just uniformed terrorists. And we know the public interest and public, how can I say, the reaction against those people. And yeah, maybe the number is a little bit high right now, but the sole demand from the people of Turkey, they want, as you see in the news, death penalty, for example.
Right, and the people want democracy. The people want the legitimacy of the democratic government. They don't want a military coup. They took to the streets. But again, I go back to those numbers. For example, 2,745 judges. That's a lot of judges. It's almost a third, by my count, of all the judges in the country. Does that worry you that we're going to face instability down the line?
Yeah, actually, as a human rights researcher and a person who is dealing with the politics, actually, I try to follow it. I know that it's a little bit interesting to see this kind of numbers, but we have to accept that it was a kind of, as you said, penetrating to the organs of the state, and they have to be evacuated. So the problem is in Turkey, the government cannot be managed or cannot be governed by some communities or by some jamaats, we call it in that way. So it must be evacuated because the will of the wish of the people here in Turkey is in that way.
Okay, Selman Ogut, thank you very much for that insight.
You're welcome.